It's one thing to talk about how to make money, which is what I do most days here at Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, talking to copywriters, marketers, entrepreneurs about how to generate more leads, customers, sales, and profits with your marketing. It is another thing, once you have made that money, to talk about how to turn income into wealth, and not just like money in the bank today, but a lifetime of wealth and life-changing wealth and financial freedom. And so much of that comes down to not your income strategy, but your savings and investment strategy. And with that in mind, the last few days I've been talking more about investing in money strategies and all that. And I'm certainly going to be sharing more in the next couple days as well. Today, I want to talk to you specifically about the best investments for entrepreneurs and other high-income earners, and especially how to think about investments as an entrepreneur, as a high-income earner, how to think about them in the context of your total financial picture. Because when you have the right principles in place, and this is the same thing that I teach with marketing and copywriting and any skill, when you have the right principles and strategies in place, like tactically, everything becomes so much easier. Success becomes easier when you have the success principles in place. So with that, let's get into my notes here. The first thing that you need to understand when it comes to investing is understanding the power of an advantage. Understanding the power of an advantage. So my recommendation for you, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a high-income earner, is think about where you have an advantage when it comes to investing your money. Think about where you have an advantage when it comes to investing your money, and invest where you have that advantage. If you have money that can go towards investing in a place where you have an advantage, that's where you should invest first. Now, most of us don't have an advantage investing in the stock market. Most of us do not. And as much as you want to believe that you have an advantage investing in stocks, you probably don't. Just because you're successful in a business, in your own business, it does not mean that you're going to be able to pick out successful businesses that you can invest in through the public stock market. Warren Buffett does have an advantage in investing. He is really good at understanding the financials of a company and what that means based on their current value, based on what that means, based on market dynamics, based on lots of different things. Warren Buffett absolutely has an advantage in investing. There are a few people who have demonstrated an advantage through time, not over a couple years, but over a couple decades in investing. Most of us will never have the investing advantage of someone like Warren Buffett. You do, however, have an advantage in your business. So, for example, if you are a direct response marketer and you know how to get 2x ROAS on your advertising spend, which means for every dollar that you are putting towards advertising, you are able to get $2 out. And let's say it's 2x ROAS within 60 days. Okay, you should invest in that for as long as you possibly can and put as much money as you possibly can into your 2x ROAS, right? So if you're able to make $1 turn into $2 in your business, why take that money out of your business and put it into stocks, right? Or even Bitcoin or anything else. Put that money where you can reliably generate that ROAS. Now, if your ROAS goes down or you have more money than you can invest in advertising and have it continue to deliver that kind of results, right? Number one, consider if there's another similar channel, maybe that you have that kind of advantage. But number two, then you are going to start taking money out of your business. And you absolutely should take money out of your business. You don't necessarily want all your money tied up in your business, right? But if you have a strong advantage inside your business and you're able to invest in something, right? You're able to invest in property for your business and it provides tax advantages and it provides it provides advantages in terms of paying you as opposed to paying some landlord, or, you know, if there are certain contexts in your business where you have an advantage to investing, invest there first, right? Most of what I'm going to talk about from this point forward in this episode is what to do with the money that you are taking out of your investment, or you're taking out of your business, you're taking out of your income strategy. But again, the first investment that every one of us should make is in ourselves, in our business, in our ability to generate income. We need to be investing in that, in those skills, in our own personal skills first. And, I refer to Warren Buffett a lot just because he's very wise when it comes to investing, and he has a hell of a track record, right? And he says you should invest in yourself first. He doesn't say you should invest in Berkshire Hathaway first. He says invest in yourself first, right? Invest in your business, invest in your own abilities. And for some of us, like if you're a copywriter or marketer, maybe that's investing in copywriting and marketing training that's going to allow you to generate a bigger income that you're then going to be able to take out, right? The first investment every one of us should make as entrepreneurs, as other high income earners, is not active stock investing. It's investing in ourselves and investing in our ability. And this is like financial security type investment. This isn't just like, oh, you should invest in joy in your life, even though I do also think you should invest in joy in your life. I'm talking investing in your money-making skills. And when you are maxing out that investment, when you're maxing out your investments in your business, when you are taking home income from your business and you're saving some of it, here's what you do with it. Okay. Distinction here. There's active investing and there's passive investing. Active investing, basically broadly, is you are trying to beat the market. Passive investing is you're trying to invest in the market, right? Active investing is, I think these particular stocks are going to outperform. Passive investing is, I invest in the market. Active investing is, I think the market's going to be up in 12 months and then it's going to drop. So I'm going to invest when it's going up and I'm going to sell before it drops. Passive investing is, I'm going to invest in the market, right? Passive investing says, I can't predict the future. Active investing says, I think I can predict the future and I'm going to make money off of that prediction, right? The vast majority of us, and research backs this up, the vast majority of us have no advantage in active investing. We don't. I'm sorry. There are exceptions, but statistically you are not the exception and neither am I. And so when it comes to your take-home income as an entrepreneur, after you've invested where you have an advantage, which is in your own business and your money-making skills, focus on a repeatable passive investing strategy. Focus on a repeatable passive investing strategy. That is, you're not trying to beat the market. You're not going to consume all your time, your waking hours, your emotional energy with trying to beat the market, trying to invest in things like trying to invest in Bitcoin, trying to invest in meme stocks, trying to invest in AI today, trying to invest in all that stuff. You're just gonna put money in the market, right? In as broad of a market idea as possible, right? That's passive investing. Repeatable means you're able to just do it all the time, consistently with your take-home income. Just keep investing that take-home income in a passive investing strategy. And strategy is something that is based over the long run, designed to work and based on principles that work, right? So strategically, investing in the market is just, I'm going to put money into, for example, the US stock market, which may not always continue to perform like it has, but it has continued to go up over 100 plus years on just a consistent average when averaged out over a long enough time span. And so strategically, putting your money in the US market has been a pretty consistent winner, and it is reason to believe that it'll probably be a pretty consistent winner going forward, right? So all of this is about being intentional, about being passive, about not trying to beat the market, right? And what that allows you to do is it frees up your mental and emotional bandwidth for focusing on other parts of your life, including your income earning skills, including your business, right? You're not lost chasing the market. You can focus on building your business. You can focus on your high income skills. And it allows you to just let your portfolio continue to build wealth through time. And it leads to passive automatic wealth generation through these broad market funds. Like you want low expense, broad market funds. You want, across the board, you want to just invest in the stock market, right? And you want to keep investing and keep reinvesting and keep investing and keep reinvesting and keep it as simple as possible. Because remember, this is not where your advantage is. This is not where your advantage is. So just keep it as simple as possible, acknowledging, okay, it's not my advantage. That's fine. I'm just going to invest in the broad market. And that makes it very repeatable, right? So it's just, I'm buying more, I'm buying more, I'm buying more. And Warren Buffett, there's a biography of Warren Buffett called Snowball. And it's an excellent book about his history as an investor, about his life as an investor. And one of the interesting things about Warren Buffett is by the time he was 65, when most people would retire, he only had about $3 billion. Now, $3 billion is a ton of money, right? But the numbers, the amount of wealth that he has generated, he's given away a ton. So the total amount he's generated, I don't have that off the top of my head, but he went from 3 billion to, I believe he's well beyond 100 billion that he has generated, including both what he's kept and what he's given away. He went from 3 billion to 100 billion after his 65th birthday, right? And he believes in the snowball principle that, a snowball rolling down a hill will continue to gather snow, and the more snow it is gathered, the more snow it will continue to gather, right? And that's what starts an avalanche. Often it's, just little bits of snow that just happen to grab a critical mass of snow until all the snow on a side of a mountain is coming down. And when you approach wealth generation that way, just consistently snowballing, at first it doesn't feel like that much. Just like that little snowball rolling down the hill doesn't feel like that much. But you're setting in motion something that can create just massive, massive wealth generation if you don't mess it up. And that's why this whole passive strategy, only going for places that you have an advantage and going passive investing otherwise, is so smart for entrepreneurs, because it's really easy for us to get that arrogance of entrepreneurship and arrogance of success and say, hey, if I understand how to build a business, I understand how to invest in stocks, and then make some stupid mistakes where you lose a lot of money. And that snowball has to start back up at the top of the hill as a little tiny snowball all over again, versus just saying, hey, I can watch a snowball roll down the hill, and I can watch it get bigger and bigger and bigger. And maybe someday it's going to be an avalanche, and that avalanche is going to be money in my account, right? So that's what you need to focus on as an entrepreneur if you're interested in especially long-term wealth generation. My call to action for you at the end of this episode is to, number one, ask yourself how you can use this. Number two, like and subscribe. You can like and subscribe here. I also want you to check the link in the description. This is the first time I'm ever talking about this. I have a little side project going on called Matic Wealth. And that link is going to be in the description. It's Matic, like the second part of automatic, right? Wealth.com, maticwealth.com. And right now it's not much, but you can sign up for email updates and you can join a movement of people who are really looking to build wealth automatically. And I have some big ideas for what that can become. I'm not going to get into them here, but I will be releasing some very valuable information soon there related to these strategies, and I strongly encourage you to check that out. So I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.